Another one.
This one says, I chose a wrong career and I have zero confidence now. I'm a 20-year-old female and I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. But due to my low marks in math, my mother advised me to take on geology. That's interesting. I did it accordingly, and within a month, I realized geology being a vast career field, I don't like it at all, and my rude peers making it difficult to sustain here. During my teenage years, I virtually met many aerospace engineers. Where do you live? People working and studying in various universities. I had attended conferences and stuff. I used to be a very confident person, organizing and participating in debates, quizzes, etc. I once presented a presentation in front of my high school classmates, teachers, and guests in National Space Day all by myself. All by myself. Don't I will not sing. But now I ran away from everything, have low confidence, depressed all the time, not wanting to meet my old friends. My mom unfortunately laughs at me, sometimes saying that doesn't matter how much I cry, beg, or become mentally ill. She will never, I repeat, she will never pay for my tuition fees if I go for engineering. That is sounds so backwards to me. I don't know. She's a very rich and successful lady and a very understanding person. Really? She thinks my low math skills will impact my academics if I go for aerospace engineering. She also says I will gain back my confidence if I don't overreact about losing my childhood dream career. Careers don't bring happiness. I'm just misunderstanding it. About my father, my dad, his he, about my dad. He's dad and has saved enough money for me to study till I get my PhD. Mom is not willing to spend it. She is afraid that me pursuing something like aerospace engineering or engineering in general would be a financial loss. She also wants to save it for her future and my marriage. Well, shout out to you potentially getting married one day, right? So this one was so interesting. I had to highlight some few a few points in there, right? So the first, so let's put up our clock for the last one. And the first thing that I noticed was the mom advised to take geology. Am I missing something here? Are there jobs for geology? Now I'm curious because I I don't I maybe I'm in the wrong places, right? But I didn't know that. I didn't know about geology. Geology. Let's see what is a geology salary. So a geologist can make between, according to Indeed, 43K to 120K. In Florida, a geologist level one is 45K to 65K, and and according to pay scale, it can be 47K to 94K. Um, I guess the other question is, what's the demand for geologists though? Like, uh, you can have you can have like five geologists making a certain amount of money, but then there's no other jobs available for it. So I don't know. That advice sounds so weird to me that they would advise going into geology, right? Um, but here is the thing that I want to stress on this question, right? Because of your low marks in math, you went to study something else that you were not interested in just because your mom told you. But um why didn't you just get like study math harder, study math more so you can increase your to get better grades, right? Um that like that's what like going back to the David Goggins interview at the beginning of the show, when I responded to this person's question, right? I told them like there's so many things that like I could talk about based on everything you've laid out in here. But I said, honestly, my best advice to you is to go listen to the Andrew Huberman and David Goggins interview, right? That is going to change your life, to be honest with you. But you should have been studying math more because I remember this, right? When I was in high school, I went to a dual enrollment high school, right? So we had 3 high school classes and 3 college classes for the semester, right? And I was taking college algebra, and after our first test, I got it was bad. I think it was like a 38 or something, right? But I didn't apply myself because I'm like, oh, I know math, I know algebra and everything like that. But I just didn't apply myself. So after I got that score, I like I I did every single math problem homework in the book, right? Because they would give you the answer for either the odds or the evens, but I did every single. I did the odds and the evens, and I would just do all of them because I would understand the concept, but because I wouldn't practice, right? We always go back to practice. Because I wouldn't practice, I did terrible, you know, on my first test. But I tell you this, every single test afterwards, it was like a 98, a 94. And I got an A in the class, even after getting a 38 on my first test. I think they might have dropped the lowest score, but I got I got an A in the class. But I would work until I would fall asleep, right? So that burnout that I was telling you about, it's I had it when things went like when I was unhappy, you know, because I didn't get the grade that I wanted to get, or not that I wanted to get because I didn't even work for it, right? I just thought I could just go in there and do something and then and get a good grade, and that wasn't the case. I had to put in the work, and I would be up till like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, doing math problems, doing college algebra problems, right? Until I fall asleep. And then when I do fall asleep, I'm dreaming about the math problems that I did, and I'm visualizing what I did, the steps that I followed and stuff like that. And then I would wake up in the morning and I have it all in my head. And then I go take the test, and I would ace the test, right? And I just used that strategy for like the whole semester, doing every single problem every single day, till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then and then I would go to sleep, wake up, and do it over again every single day, the same exact thing over and over again, right? And you know, in between then and now, or not now, but between then and 10 years ago, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but now, and that's why I'm so focused, and I'm like every single day we're doing the same thing, working the same way, the same consistency, and like today I was tired, like from going to sleep late, but I'm like I'm going to find a way to take a little nap here and there so that we can get back to it and we can continue to win, we can continue to level up, you know. So, you know, and to continue with this, right? And I can let me get the timer off because we're gonna finish off with this one.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.